Happy Thursday, or as I like to call it, pre-Friday here at Atlanta News First Plus. Thank you for joining us. I'm Maria Moreau, bringing you live reports from the First Alert Desk on Atlanta News First Plus. This is a time that we like to get together with you to bring you the latest headlines and news that's developing in your community and get you caught up in case you weren't able to join us on our morning newscast from 4:30 to 10. This is a quick wrap-up of all of the top stories for Thursday morning and the latest on what we're following. So let's start with this one, a major development in a shooting that caught a lot of people by surprise. It devastated the community. This man that you're looking at right here, he's accused of shooting and killing a valet in Buckhead last month. He's now officially off the streets. Police tell us Randy King has been arrested by the Atlanta Police Department's fugitive unit. We're told the victim, Harrison Olvey, was working at a parking garage near Tongue and Groove off Piedmont Road and interrupted King as he was allegedly breaking into a car. Now, Olvey was taken to Grady. Unfortunately, he did not survive his injuries. Right now, we're following the latest to come out of this, including detailing to you what charges Randy King now faces and following any and all court appearances that might come out of this as this develops. We'll keep you updated on AtlantaNewsFirst.com. And another major development in a story that has been unsolved for years. A man and woman have been charged in the death of 19-year-old Morgan Bauer, whose disappearance really caught nationwide attention. Caitlin Goebel and Jonathan Warren are in Newton County Jail right now as we're talking. Now, Goebel's charges include tampering with evidence. Warren's charges, murder. Morgan Bauer, if you'll remember, disappeared in 2016, and there were billboards, FBI involvement. It really did catch national attention for her disappearance. And this past July, the FBI searched a property in Porterdale and found evidence connected to her disappearance. Now, Bauer's mother tells us she knows everyone is doing what they can to get justice for her daughter, and really that's all she can hope for. We'll keep you updated on our free Atlanta News First app with any developments that come out of this case. And this is a story that's been making its rounds on social media. If you remember yesterday, a woman accused in a violent and frightening episode at the airport will now face a judge later this morning. Atlanta News First reporter Rebecca Schramm has more from Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport, where all of this went down.
One of the victims, according to police, the taxi driver who brought the woman here to the airport. Another victim, an Atlanta police officer. Officers first encountered the woman here in the South Terminal, and take a look at how chaotic it got yesterday afternoon as passengers waiting in line at the security checkpoint initially got on the ground, many of them not knowing what all the yelling and police commands were all about. Atlanta police identified the woman as 44-year-old Damaris Milton. They tell us officers tried to get her to drop the knife that she was waving around. Meanwhile, other officers were trying to restrict the woman's movements and move travelers out of that area. During the encounter, police tell us, Milton stabbed a woman and then stabbed an Atlanta police lieutenant as he attempted to take her into custody. Another officer was then able to tackle the woman and get the knife away from her, according to police.
2 civilians that were stabbed are in stable condition. The Atlanta police lieutenant is also in stable condition. All 3 have been taken to Grady Hospital.
Damaris Milton is scheduled to appear in court at 11 o'clock this morning on 4 counts of aggravated assault. At Hartsfield-Jackson, Rebecca Schramm, Atlanta News First.
And let's talk Powerball. Another billion-dollar jackpot has come and gone, and not a single winner here in Georgia to take home the big dollars. A single winning ticket was sold, just not here. Can you guess where it was sold? In California. California seems to get really lucky with these Powerball jackpots. The ticket was sold at Midway Market and Liquor in Frazier Park. Now, the lucky winner will have the option of a cash payout worth $774 million. Not a bad payout, if I do say so myself. But and it might just be me, something is a little fishy here. 5 of the top 10 biggest Powerball jackpots have been won in California. That includes the top 3 in all history. It might be a good incentive to consider moving to the West Coast. If you are looking to really score big, those Powerball tickets seem to always make their way to California for the win. All right, and let's talk about what's ahead this weekend. It is going to be busy here in Atlanta and across the city. This weekend is the Atlanta Pride Parade and Festival, and members of the LGBTQ+ community say it's not just a celebration, it's an opportunity to bridge the gap and work together towards equality. The Pride Parade itself is happening this Sunday. We'll broadcast the whole thing for you from noon to 4:30 on Peachtree TV. And if that's not enough, we also have the Mayor's 5K at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport and the annual Making Strides Against Breast Cancer walk on Saturday. That's at the Home Depot backyard. A lot is happening this weekend. Meteorologist Rodney Harris here with our hopefully promising weather report.
I tell you what, Saturday, Maria, that's your day. Saturday, we're like in the 70s. It'll be dry, at least for most of Saturday. By Sunday, we actually have the cold front that's going to move in over the weekend. That cold air will be here by Sunday. So Sunday, we're talking the 60s, windy. So Sunday, it'll be dry, but not feeling that great. So Saturday's your day, but at least the entire weekend will be dry. So you don't have to worry about any rain. You just have to worry about those cooler temperatures as we head toward the end of the weekend. Speaking of rain, Maria, we had some rain this morning. We had a first alert this morning for that scattered rain as you got to work. Fortunately, that rain is now mostly out of here. You are looking at first alert radar as we speak, and as you can see, that rain has pushed south and east of Metro Atlanta. So for the rest of your day today, we'll definitely continue to see clouds, but you don't have to worry about the rain that we saw this morning. Here is a look at our current picture over Midtown Atlanta. You can see those clouds are out there. 61 is your temperature. We have an east-northeast wind at 21 miles per hour, so that east wind is going to really prevent our temperatures from warming up. That east wind combined with the cloud cover. So it'll be cooler today. Yesterday's highs were in the 70s. We're only in the 60s today because of the clouds and the wind. If you are in far north Georgia, you may actually see some sunshine this afternoon, but for Metro Atlanta, it'll be mostly cloudy. So here is a look at our high resolution forecast model. You can see the rain that's moving out now up until this afternoon. There's the mostly cloudy skies that we see again if you're in far north Georgia, like Ellijay. For those of you up in Hiawassee, Blairsville, you're going to see some sun. From Metro Atlanta southward, it'll stay mostly cloudy, but you don't have to worry about any rain for the rest of the day. That'll change on Friday. Friday, everybody will be cloudy for the entire day, and we will have scattered drizzle around, if not even some light rain throughout the day. So Friday's not looking like the greatest day for us in Metro Atlanta, but conditions will improve this weekend. So here is a look at that forecast for the weekend, and as I mentioned before, it's looking good in terms of the rain. It'll just be cold by Sunday. I do want to point out before I get to your weekend forecast that high today of 66 degrees. So yesterday we were at 74. So that's notably cooler this afternoon. And again, that is because of the clouds and the wind that will be out there. So we're going to stay in the 60s today and tomorrow. Remember, even though it's dry this afternoon, the drizzle and light rain will be back for Friday. We have that coverage at around 50%. Saturday, we have a 20% chance of rain in your forecast early, but we believe that it'll dry out by Saturday afternoon. So for most of your activities, especially after lunchtime Saturday, you'll be fine. It'll be dry. Your high is 75 degrees on Sunday. Only 63 degrees for a high temperature. It'll be windy on Sunday. That's when the cold air is moving in. So if you have any activities on Sunday, just prepare for those cooler temperatures. And that cold weather will stick around for the beginning of next week. It'll stay dry for the beginning of next week, but lows are in the 40s every morning, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, with highs staying in the 60s. So, you know, the seasons we've changed. We're getting into fall. We're getting rid of the warmer weather, and we're starting to settle into a cooler pattern. Saturday's the one day where we'll be in the 70s, so we hope that you enjoy that. Otherwise, we're going to be in the 60s for the next several days. And again, the 40s starting Monday of next week. Again, in terms of the rain, we're done with the rain today, but we will have some light showers, some drizzle around on Friday that will linger into early Saturday morning. But by Saturday afternoon, completely dry through most of next week. So that's a look at your forecast. We'll keep you up to date on that forecast, of course, in the Atlanta News First app. So make sure and download that to get your latest info for today. We'll also have an updated forecast on Atlanta News First at noon. We hope you guys have an amazing day, and until next time, we'll see you soon.